got the rough forging of this done. Turned out pretty well. I already started to kind of smooth that out just because I need a line for drawing on some of the designs for the tang. I admit it ended up a lot thicker than I would have liked it, but the way it was turning out, I was going to end up fighting with it all day and never get where I want it. So got it close. I'm just going to cut and grind it to shape. Need to, of course, true up the edge, get it to a nice point. But honestly, it's looking pretty nice. I think I'm gonna be happy with it. Of course, got a pretty steep bevel. Well, not steep, but actually long, wide bevel. Yeah. Anyway, long day. So hopefully that's gonna be easy. I've never done them like that, or not very much. So hopefully that won't take too long, and not be messed up while trying to heat treat it. You know, fingers crossed. So gonna go to the grinder, get everything cleaned up the way I want it. Grind it in, and get it ready for heat treat. Actually, I'm gonna make the guard, and then heat treat it. Okay, now that I got my blade nice and ground out, just before I get ready to heat treat, I'm going to make the guard up real quick, because that involves heating this up and then hammering it in place. So I have these two holes drilled out. These are actually 1/4 inch, thicker than most blades I make these days. Most ones I keep usually close to like 3/16-ish, you know, give or take a little bit. So keep camera on focus. So what I'm going to do now, take my own grinder, cut this out a little bit. Hopefully, maybe cut a bit of a notch, and then put it in the forge, hammer it down in there. And I've seen this before and had a subscriber recommend it. One of my more recent videos, I mean, the video was uploaded several months ago. But we're using a piece of pipe hammered in to just go around and hammer down on that. I've been meaning to try it, but decided, hey, why not? Found that in the scrap pile and gonna use it. And by scrap pile, I mean the big one over there, not the one on the side of my desk. My shop's a mess. So, currently in day 2 of staying up way too late trying to get this finished on time. And going stacked leather handle, of course. All these cut out with these lovely little notches hammered in, the punch. I really need one of those because mine's getting worn out, but maybe I can sharpen it. I do have stuff to do that. But anyway, stack it up with a bit of JB weld. I made this pommel-ish looking piece. Threaded, same with the end of the tang. And once they're all together, I'll just tighten that down. I'll get back to you when it's done though, because again, that's kind of boring. And I really need to get this done. Late night number 4, I think. God, this has been a week. Actually not relevant to this actually coming along quite nicely knife. Really loving the design. Really hard steel. This is new. Usually the stuff I'm working for is old. This stuff was not. So, you know, I don't know if that's anything about the steel, but it's what I've got. So, you know, I won't say no. So now I got this leather nice and stacked up here. I'm going to take that rasp at the pile there, sand it down a little bit. I've got a box cutter that I'm going to use to kind of knock down some of the edges. Honestly, this thing works pretty well. Just make sure you don't cut towards your hand. And then shape them with this belt sander and the detail sander. Really get a nice shape to it. I'll probably do my classic kind of like a first knuckle cutout and then just tapered for the rest. So I'm gonna do that, give it a nice black leather dye, and then we're ready to, I don't know, cut some water bottles,